This is an informational presentation to the Oak Grove Union School District community. We want all stakeholders knowledgeable about what is currently happening with the teachers of Oak Grove Elementary and Willowside Middle Schools. California Ed Code is the law that governs California schools. Ed Code 41372 specifically addresses the minimum compensation that needs to be paid to public school teachers. By law, 60% of an elementary district's current expense of education must be spent on classroom teacher compensation, which includes salaries, benefits, and retirement. During preparation for salary negotiations, it was discovered that Oak Grove Unified is not complying with the law and has not done so for at least the past 2 years and is slated to continue this practice. In 2017-18, the district only paid 53% of its expense on classroom teachers. The district checked the box for, quote, the district is exempt from EC 41372 because it meets the provisions of EC 41374. In 2018-19, the district filed again for an exemption, paying only 54.5% on classroom teachers. Naturally, we were curious about the exemption language for Ed Code 41374, so we looked it up. Schools with very small class sizes do not have to comply with this law. That is not our district. As stated in our contract, our upper grade classes are maxed at 33 students. This Ed Code provides for districts with all classes under 28 students. So we then went back to the original law, 41372. The other methods of exemption are as follows. Number 1, the district had less than 101 units of average daily attendance. In other words, less than 100 students. Number 2, paying the minimum compensation during a fiscal year results in serious hardship to the district. Number 3, the payment of salaries of classroom teachers in excess of the salaries of classroom teachers paid by other districts of comparable type. So in other words, our teachers would have to be making much more than surrounding teachers. So we went through all of those exemption reasons. Does the district have less than 101 students? No. Does paying the minimum compensation during a fiscal year result in serious hardship to the district? No. Is the payment of salaries of classroom teachers in excess of the salaries of classroom teachers paid by other comparable districts? No. Are all class sizes under 28? No. So we thought we would look at other districts. Oak Grove Union School District salaries rank 26th out of 36 districts in Sonoma County. Oak Grove Union average salary is 15% below the state average salary. Of the local elementary districts of similar size who have their forms publicly available, Oak Grove Union is the only one not meeting state law for minimum compensation. As you can see, Oak Grove Union is the only one out of compliance and asking for an exemption. So how did this exemption happen? No one knew. Our superintendent did not know. The district lawyer did not know. So the County Office of Education was contacted. It was discovered our former CBO claimed only our non-charter students in our ADA enrollment number, so only counted our 78 TKK students to take advantage of a, quote, apparent, unquote, loophole under exemption method 1, completely disregarding the rest of our student body, 1st through 8th grade. We were essentially claiming that the district had less than 100 students. Our actual ADA is 829 students. After finding out about how we received our exemption, our superintendent said, and I quote, "That should not have happened." So if the district is only counting our non-charter students, we wondered, what does the district's original charter say about complying with Ed Code? On page 1 of our charter, one of the very first commitments made is, quote, "The district shall meet all statewide standards applicable to non-charter public schools." In Article 5, it states, quote, certificated personnel shall also be covered by all existing provisions in the Ed Code pertaining to working conditions of certificated public school employees, end quote. It is clear that our charter forbids the district from using our charter status to not comply with the law. What our former CBO did was wrong. So it may seem reasonable to ask, is this a financial hardship for the district to pay our teachers the minimum amount required by law? Let's look at the numbers. These were the actual financials from 2017-18 and the projections for 2018 to 2021 presented to the teachers by the interim CBO on October 26th. The first thing to note is the extremely high level of reserves the district has. The fund balances as of June 30th, 2018 totaled $5.9 million. That is extraordinarily high relative to our operating budget. Districts this size typically have fund reserves around 20% of the operating budget, according to the CTA. This number is well over 50% in our district. The next thing to note is the fact that the district is running a significant surplus in its operating budget. The other thing we noted during our meeting with the district was that the required debt service expense was covered by a transfer from Fund 17 in 2017-18, but not projected going forward. That seemed very odd to us. The district specifically has earmarked over $3 million to pay this debt expense in Fund 17, as noted in the proposed budget available on the district website. So the big question became, why is this not being used for what it is intended? They could not provide us with an answer to that question. So we reran the projections. We paid the debt expense with the funds out of Fund 17 as they were officially intended, and had been previously done in 2017-18. The result was an enormous operating surplus to the district of well over $500,000 each year. So what does that mean to teacher salaries in this situation? To get our teachers to the minimum level of compensation would be a 14.3% raise. This would cost substantially less than this projected surplus every year. The district's 2018-19 proposed budget states the cost of a 1% increase in salary and statutory benefits would cost only $35,200. This type of surplus is not supposed to happen. This is a public school, not a for-profit business. The taxpayers' money is supposed to be spent on the education of the children, not feeding a savings account. We are asking for the district to comply with the law. The district has the money to comply. Oak Grove Union is a school of choice. We need to continue to offer a superior product. 31% of our teachers are of retirement age. Oak Grove Union School District will not be able to replace retiring teachers with quality teachers with this salary situation. We already could not entice a credentialed math teacher to consider a job in our district last year. And current teachers will leave for better pay. Schools are only as good as their teaching staff. All we are asking is that the district complies with the law. Please contact the district and Board of Trustees if this concerns you as much as it concerns the teachers of the district. And consider attending the next board meeting. The link below in the video description takes you to board meeting dates and emails to contact board members. Thank you.